All right.
J. Robert B. Tom. So I'm the only one on video.
Huh?
I'm the only video person there is.
So far.
Yep.
Yeah.
You guys got a message.
This guy here.
Huh?
This guy here.
There's Linda. There's Darcy.
Hello. Hi, Tom.
Hey, Darcy. Hi, Linda.
I'm waiting for you to
There's
get
Robert.
here.
I know. Do you realize that in 4 days I'll be there?
Yay. I have several games for us to play, Tom.
You do? Okay.
Well, you know, I brought Carpus on last year.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've heard of these other ones. Catan,
I've heard of it. I haven't played it.
Ticket to Ride.
Never heard of it or played it.
Oh, you'll like that one. I had taught Darcy the other day. She liked it. And I got a couple we got to try out. A friend of mine wants me to
Okay.
figure out how to play them. So we'll.
Bowden got a good game and we all were playing it. It's Snap to it, and you have 2 pylons, 3 pylons, or 4 pylons, and you have to connect your lamp to 2 battery things. Like, you remember how long ago they had a game called Bridget, where you made bridges? And if you bridged one way, then the other person couldn't do it and had to go around it. Well, this is kind of like that, but it's with circuitry, so that when you're all done putting in your last piece, you'll have a complete circuit, so your light will go on.
Oh, is it a tile game?
No, it's not a tile. It's actually little snap-on bridges.
Oh, okay. Are you bringing it?
I
have it?
have to ask my grandson permission to take it.
Ah,
Either that or he'll bring it and then we'll play it when he comes down.
here you go. I forgot to bring my. We'll have plenty of
Robert off in the distance.
What do you need? Oh, yeah. Come on. Take over Wednesday game night. Remember we tried that last time, but nobody wanted to join us, so we'll just take over the other play. Maybe we can get some other people playing with us. So what is this for? It's nice. Wood. I like it.
Ah. Hey, Darcy.
Yeah. The other one. Oh, you're making a desk now? Yeah. What happened to that desk? Back there or something? Don't they use that? JP. Oh. Yeah, but you got the big desk.
That's all I need.
Well, that's big. That's the big desk right there. That's the one that used to go to them. Kathy had. Where's the drawers for that? What's wrong? This stuff is great. I put it together with this stuff. I had a bunch of furniture. I am a wizard. I can tell you though, he is not. Is he reading the directions?
He's right here.
You are not putting that together, right?
All 5 board members are here.
Are you reading the directions? Robert? That's exactly what I'm telling you. That's exactly what I thought. Well, I put together.
A and C go together, B goes in the middle.
Yeah, I put together so many of them. I built a lot of furniture this summer.
Yeah, I've done a lot of IKEA.
And I got mine off Amazon. I bought some really I mean, it turned out to be pretty good quality. I got a desk that's fantastic. The top on it's just it.
Oh, really?
It's heavy. And the drawers actually had good sliding hardware. And, but yeah, I'm just looking at that.
All right, let's get this going here. We don't have any maintenance updates. We're not going to. They're just doing the usual. So.
Are they gonna do, yard trash?
I hope so. They did
Yeah.
last week.
Yeah, they didn't last week. Yeah,
Or the
so
week
they're gonna do it this week. There's people who got yard debris bags out, so yeah, they will be doing yard trash.
And all trash is on, so I'm almost got.
One of the pump stations, lift stations, the numbers were off, so they're gonna look at that tomorrow, Wednesday. Try to figure out if it's the floats or what's going on.
What's
She
that?
said it might be something.
Oh, yeah, the floats get tangled at one pump, just.
So we can check that either tomorrow or Wednesday. I think he's gonna check the numbers tomorrow. See where they're at. But either way, it's gonna get checked. Yeah, that's it. So far. Okay, the office flooring, I forgot to turn it off. Let's see how much it was. And let's gonna pull that up.
Was flooring?
Yeah, flooring for the office. It's gonna be under budget. I can tell you that. Yeah, here it is. All right, it's gonna be $4,494.62 per flooring. The budget was $5,175. So we're gonna be under budget for flooring for the office. And that's unreserved for 2026. We've already started ripped the carpet up and everything. Maintenance already done that. Maintenance is gonna be installing it. So we don't have to pay contractors. So that's where we're saving money. And this is not a low grade flooring. This is kind of a mid grade, mid to upper grade.
You haven't bought the flooring yet, have you?
No, absolutely not.
Oh, okay. I was just double checking.
That's for 2026.
Well, I mean, are you getting it at Home Depot or Lowe's? Because I get 10% off. Like when you're spending that much on flooring, it's a pretty significant savings.
Yeah, we're gonna get a military discount from somebody in here.
Yeah, I mean, if you just arrange it on a day that I can go, I can do that.
Yeah, we already talked. If you go with us or one of the residents. But yeah, so we get 10% off for that too. That'll save. So that'll be nice under budget. That's the pretty much kind of the first agenda for the reserve study for 2026. For those refusing to pay fines, who have not paid fines, there's a suggestion to get a hold of a lawyer.
Why would we do that? Our law firm has a video
Yeah,
about collections and what you can do. So why would we pay hourly rate for lawyers? You could just watch that video and tell us everything you can.
I didn't say give it to the lawyer to do. I said, ask the lawyer, what do we do about it? Because there's not enforcement like there is on other things for fines. And that's what I'm asking.
Well, that's my point.
yeah, there's,
All that training tells us there's not a lot to do. So why are we wasting money on lawyers? I mean, there's no options. There is no. So,
I mean, can we put a lien for that?
no, not for fines. only for assessments and maintenance fees. I mean, we can put it in assessable fees when they sell the property. Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much where our go-to is, unless we want to spend a bunch of money on a lawyer to go to court and then for $100 fine or $1,000 fine. I
We
mean,
can revoke privileges,
yeah, I mean, you can revoke the privileges, but
voting rights,
I think
they can't run for board.
you have to owe any money. for
Well,
voting rights.
That's not even.
I don't know if we want to revoke voting rights because we can't get enough people to vote to begin with.
Well, if you revoke, you have to go through a whole process.
Yeah,
It's not just, they didn't
yeah,
post something. There's a whole process you gotta go through for everything else.
Yeah.
Which is,
We just go through the hearing. It's a one, and you don't do 4 or 5 letters, it's one letter. That's how you find your.
the statute calls out the procedure for refusing to let them run. You gotta go through the first. It's not just the case of.
yeah, that's just for common. I want to
It's my dentist there.
leave.
Keep them from running, you gotta go through some hoops.
Well, they have to, you have, when you're running, the board has to vet people whether they're eligible to run. If they're not eligible, they can't run.
Yeah, but
Well-
we can't, they're not just immediately. No. And this came from the videos from the law. Firm. It's just not.
At any rate,
It's.
I really don't want to revoke voting rights for anybody, even if they owe fines. Due to the fact that we don't get enough
I
votes to
don't
be.
think you can, I don't think you can vote.
I'm just saying,
I think it's only, maybe it's people.
I don't want to revoke.
Went through this stupid
Yeah.
legal up.
You can revoke, but if you revoke their right to vote for board of directors, that would be. Yeah, you want them to vote for other things.
Well,
Board
yeah,
of Directors, you always get for them on that.
well, still, I
We've never not.
so we can look through those videos and try to figure something out. I suggested we don't do nothing with the lawyer until after next year anyway. We're already at capacity budget for them. So. Other than that, yeah, we can look into it. And like I said, I know maybe one or two of these residents that finds or had or is selling their home. I can't remember who's who, but we just have to put it in the,
just have one.
yeah, in the double fee.
Yeah.
Just like we did that one very fast. Go from there. All right. Wednesday, January 7th. This was closed. There is going to be no administrative tasks besides bookkeeping to close out all tasks.
Wednesday and Thursday?
Hopefully just Wednesday.
Okay.
Wednesday and up, then yeah, we'll have to go into Thursday. So there'll be no violation around or nothing. So, we closed out Bank of America completely. All CDs are in Chase. So we did 3 months at 4 point.
Should be.
You remember what it was? I should have wrote this down.
Yeah, that's pretty short term, but they won't
Yeah.
get any interest on anything else.
No, this one was the best interest rate, and it brings us closer to the very first one we put in there. So when we go back, we don't have to go back multiple times. It's more easier that way. We're gonna be within, no, that's gonna be 12 days.
They tried to stagger them, but
Yeah,
it didn't work out.
but it's all with Chase Bank now, so no more Bank of America. 9307, that's gonna be a 2026 thing. I think we've already started lien letter,
Where's
There's a template, yeah.
template.
What street is that?
Bobcat.
I can't hear.
9307, they owe a pretty substantial amount of money.
Except for maintenance, they're behind on maintenance. Maintenance,
Yeah.
It's Bobcat.
oh, okay, thanks.
So, we're gonna go ahead and have the lien letter set up and sent out. To all parties in the folder.
Yeah.
I won't explain who the parties are, soon, but we are gonna,
Yeah, so there's gonna be 3 mailings, 2 to the addresses that are not here, and then
Yes.
1 to the Bobcat.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. And then after that, we'll proceed with, that would actually be a lawyer thing. But like I said, that's gonna,
Well, the template that's written statute. I
Yeah.
Sent you guys all.
Yeah.
It's easy. I mean, as long as, and that's exactly. what it says.
so if that don't do anything, then it'll be
Yeah.
2026.
It's
So,
And you know, seize it.
Yep.
Seize it and because and if you don't know that Camp-A-Wyle, once it's seized, Camp-A-Wyle can buy the property for the fees that are due. And then Camp-A-Wyle can sell the property. And if it's, depending on what it is, I mean, even if it's a lot, you get 5,000, 50,000,
yeah.
so if they owe us, 2,000 fees, Camp-A-Wyle's gonna make a profit. So don't let somebody else buy it. You'll have to, once you get to that where it's noticed, it's up for sale. Camp-A-Wyle has to act immediately. Camp-A-Wyle has,
Well, it's
First
not up to just Camp-A-Wyle, it's up to the residents that put their money in Camp-A-Wyle to pay for it.
yeah, but you're
Yeah.
only paying for the maintenance fees. So the maintenance fees are already owed. So basically you're writing off maintenance fees that are owed to possess the property.
Where is it?
You're not putting forth money, additional money. You understand how that works?
I think I get what you're saying.
That's the way the law. You're not putting it forth additional money. You're basically writing off the loss of the maintenance fees, which say they're $2,000.
Sounds like a
Writing
quick-
off that. And then you possess.
Isn't that a quick deed?
He said, is that a quick deed?
No,
No.
Sounds,
it's on foreclosure before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you wanted a warranty deed, you don't want a quick deed,
Hmm.
because a quick deed can be contested.
Well,
But that's all, the statute lays it out very clearly.
we'll go through the process and then.
I mean, you
it
wouldn't want to
doesn't
just pay,
resolve it, and then we'll just go to the lawyer and then.
you wouldn't want to just take fees, because
What he
you
said.
tend to make a lot of money.
There's 2 paychecks this week, one on the 31st, one on.
That's to, so we don't have to carry anything over into the new year. So
Okay.
I did it last year where I give them a paycheck. They basically get their payroll run on the 31st. And then because it's halfway through the week, they'll just get a smaller additional paycheck
Okay.
for the rest of the week.
So the one on the 2nd will be the first of your paycheck. More or less.
Yes. But
Okay.
it'll be like,
Oh,
you
it's
know,
done.
$60.
Okay.
If there's a lien holder that property was what? It's going through the closure. And the person, lien holder. Can
More likely the lien holder, but
We do,
it's not,
understand what
we do the loss very quickly.
it's, the property doesn't have Already know.
But if we did, if the
Yeah.
statute clearly says that we would have first,
Well, if there was a lien on it, there was an issue going on. If the lien holder wanted to pay the expenses that were not paid to Camp-A-Wyle, would they not be able to?
I mean,
they can't get in line and have,
Huh?
statute says they can't get in line.
oh, so you're saying if the lien holder paid everything up? If they made a deal with the owner, they paid everything up, then they would get possession of it? Is that what you're saying?
I'm just saying, if the guy that's living there
Uh-huh,
owes somebody for it,
uh-huh.
and there's a foreclosure, did you say there was a foreclosure?
They're in.
No, there is.
No, we would be foreclosed.
All of this is a moot point because the people living are not the actual holders of the property. So like this is way more complicated than a normal thing.
Yeah. So this is definitely gonna be going for 2 years. Like I said, we're gonna send out the letter. And then, if that don't resolve it, then the next step with the lawyer, and then they'll do the proceedings.
So the letter is essentially saying, this is a warning.
This is the
Do not
warning,
pay
yep,
this.
this is good, you're
It's a
gonna get
notice
a
of
lien,
lien, yeah.
and then,
It's a notice of lien. You put
Like
it,
a 45-day notice.
Yeah,
If they
yeah.
don't pay it within 45 days.
Yep.
the lien takes it.
hopefully they just pay it and be done with it, but I don't know what's gonna happen.
Well, except that this will be the second time we've done this on this property. We threatened them with a lien 9 months ago, and then they paid up, and then now they're delinquent again.
Next time, don't let them go very far. Let them only miss one maintenance fee and then file a lien. Because
I think you gotta wait so many
Be 90
days,
days later.
yeah. And they kind of found a little trick this
I
time.
guess.
All right, well, that being said, that'll be in the process, so. All the bills are at zero for the end of 2020.
Except for the credit card. Did somebody pay the credit card off?
Yes, that was paid off today.
Okay, does that mean you're not making any more purchases and all purchases have cleared?
Is that just a minute? Would you bet? Oh, okay.
Yeah, on the credit card.
Yes.
Yeah, well, we just paid it off after you made that.
Oh, it showed up on there?
Probably. If
Well,
not,
I'll
then-
just double check it at the end of the day tomorrow, and if there's a little bit more of a balance, just pay it off
Yeah.
again.
Did we use the funds in there for the rewards?
Oh,
Or is that
yeah, I don't know
still
about
shooting?
that. We probably should have used
I mean,
that up
there's like
too.
$400 or $500. That we
Well-
should have used to pay up. Or something.
Okay. Well, if you're, which one, go through, we can use that. Towards it.
You guys keep breaking up on me.
Yeah, it's the internet. We're not having very good weather. But as of right now, everything's zeroed out.
Yay.
Everything's paid up. We owe zero. Yeah. All right, there's some good insight stuff. This dare thing is not reserved for 2026. Which I already mentioned, flooring for the office. We're at 51.75 for it. We're gonna be under budget. And yep, we need to make sure we did that. That's the discount. The ramps for the bathhouses and front office, the budget for that is $10,150. I got one quote for $12,000, but I got a quote for ramps and landings. The front office, the landing is gonna be not a loom. It's gonna be what's there, but what's the cost definitely. So they're gonna take that off and then we get it.
Well, all of the land is going to be. You're also. So the back houses.
They're on that same,
Yeah, there's a concrete thing and it's just got a frame with boards on it, so if you want to do the same. everything.
okay, well, we're gonna see what they come back with and then I'm still waiting for 3 more companies to email me back. They probably won't get a hold of me till after the first of the year, which is fine. This is for 2026 anyways. The roof for the pavilion is on a reserve study for $6,435. The roof for the clubhouse, it is on there for $34,650. The lighting for the mini golf, which we have no lighting at the moment, so this is actually gonna be a good one, is $3,600. And we propose to do all high-powered solar ones, not
Is
the
that like ground lighting or above it, like,
mainly above. Because these lights are like street lights, but they're solar power. And they're
Yeah.
a lot more expensive than just regular solar power lights. But these will have warranty. Everything.
Have they done the big belt stuff yet?
No, not yet.
Does the pavilion and clubhouse, are they need to be reroofed or can they be put up?
I don't 100% know the answer. I mean,
Why do it? They don't need done.
yeah, I mean, we had them inspected this year, last
the
year.
reserve should have estimated the life remaining or.
Yeah,
Yeah, but if it doesn't need done, then you put it on and stay for a
Yeah.
little bit more.
I did notice the pavilion. If you look up, inside the pavilion, if you look up, you can see where moisture would actually come through. I don't know if it comes through the shingles, I don't know if there's moisture coming from air. That's rotting the wood, but like I said, I'm not a roofer, so I don't really know.
The original motivation for the re-roofing was we thought we needed to do it to get insured.
Yeah.
So if we're insured, then we look at it from a different viewpoint. If it
Do we
really
need
truly needed.
replacement, or
In the clubhouse, as far as I know.
we don't have enough money for clothes, so I'd say that.
Isn't leaking.
That's not enough.
Well, let's hope the clubhouse is in good shape.
I don't think the house is,
So the back house in now,
well, just talking Bruce.
yeah.
If it doesn't need to be done, then you just put it off for a year and all.
If
that.
I remember correctly, the pavilion was kind of up in the air with when we were getting quotes last time, and I think it's because when he looked up from underneath, he seen all like the moisture damage or whatever, and then he did a free service and sealed something up. The ridge cap or whatever wasn't sealed correctly, and so he did that for free, which he just wanted.
The
You
thing
want-
is
you want
that
the job.
you want to do them both at the same time because we'll get a
Then
discount
you
for
get a
doing the
discount,
pavilion at the same time as the clubhouse. So
Yeah,
it
yeah.
costs more to do them separate.
It's still, there ain't no way we get that for 34,000. It was like 36,000 with all the buildings last time. If I remember correctly.
I think it's cash. Purchases for you to do that. Otherwise, if you get the books done, it's a cash.
Everything we do is.
So you don't have the option of getting a big loan and doing it all and to make a payment per month.
No, we don't want that. That'll cost more money.
You gotta pay on interest.
Yeah,
And you pay more on interest than what you're gaining in
Yeah.
banks. That's a negative.
If you're paying, if you're removing your cash reserve, right?
Right, but you put reserves to have them. That's what you put in.
But you don't do the interest, you pay cash.
yes.
And you-
Yeah,
and you-
at the end of the
and-
year, we're gonna have we're gonna put $70,000 in reserves by the end of the year.
Start the building.
At the end of 26.
Yep. So pretty much, if we do all this stuff on the reserve study, that's gonna pretty much take away the $70,000 that we put in.
Are you gonna do it ahead of time, but you have the money to do it, and then just replenishing the money, is that how it works?
Pretty much that's how
7,429.
it would work, yeah.
When you're paying cash, you can use that as a bargaining
Yeah, that's another thing.
to get,
Yeah.
lower your money, lower the price. Use
Use
that
it
as
as
a bargaining
bargaining.
chip.
Yep,
And the price,
yeah. Say, hey, I'm gonna pay you this much.
it's
Okay.
gonna be cash and you don't have to
Yeah.
wait for it.
Okay, so just run
So what
clear, we deplete the current reserve by,
Well, we don't want to deplete on that.
no, but you take out,
Yeah,
Right.
and then you put money back in by the end of 26.
yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't wanna get a loan, you gotta pay
No,
8%.
Painting the
Instead, you're
clubhouse,
making 1%.
exteriors on there, $5,400, which, that doesn't need painted. If anything needs painted, would be the ugly brown trim.
I don't think it needs painting either.
Yeah,
Doesn't look
No.
like it.
the trim I
We're
would paint.
wanting to paint
match.
everything to make everything match.
Yeah, I remember we wanted to paint everything, to make everything matched, and then everybody was,
That's nice to
Pretty
do if you got the money. but you don't-
yeah.
Stupid to paint something.
I mean,
If you don't need
even if we did paint it, we could still be under budget. But if we do anything with the clubhouse, for right now, I would just keep the trim, maybe a light gray color, or maybe the same color. I don't know, one of the like trim colors of the bathhouses right now, or something.
When you do stuff on the reserves that does property improvements, it improves everybody's property value. So you also have to keep that in mind. So like you don't necessarily want to skip everything on the reserves just because it doesn't need to be done. Of course, it doesn't need to be painted, but everything is beneficial to everybody in the community when you make those improvements.
Is it a good thing to paint siding?
That was the big thing, everybody was talking about. Can't
Yeah,
paint
that's-
siding, it's not a good idea to paint siding, and
You can paint it, but then you gotta maintain it. You're gonna paint it again.
yeah, and you gotta really watch pressure wash. We can pressure wash the heck out of that building right now. And we don't have to worry about chipping, blowing paint off. There's someone in the neighborhood that I know that's painted their home with vinyl siding and it turned out pretty good. But they've already put 3-4 coats on it and they can still see through it. They can't pressure wash it because it just feels.
Yeah, pressure wash it.
So, I mean, there's pros and cons. I mean, maybe professionals would know more than what I would, but I mean, maybe there's something else. But I have no clue. Maybe there's a different kind of thing. I don't know. But that's one of the reserve expenditures for this year. And then old office windows. Replacing the old windows, we have $3,600 for that.
How many windows?
Windows
Windows,
be
the 3,600.
no, but just the old ones. I don't remember.
Are they bad?
Oh, not all.
Yeah, not all of them are.
They're the whole metal windows.
Yeah.
We put it on there so we could replace all the windows. The windows are not that expensive. We
No,
get them
they're
from
not.
builder
They're more than
surplus.
3,600.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
Well,
I just have an estimate for something.
it's something-
Unless you
it's
have
something-
somebody that can put them in for you, then it's cheaper.
yeah, but
You wanna
usually
have
you get
somebody-
free installation.
Yeah, the installation's the
Yeah.
minor part.
Yeah, usually you can get free installation. That would have to be
I
something
just did a quote.
contractor with it.
But that would be expensive. I
So,
mean, if your uncle could put them in, it's cheap.
well, yeah,
Yeah, but even the installation, I mean, right now, up north, they're giving free installation.
Yeah.
Because they're making their money.
well, yeah, they're making money. Especially when you buy 2, get 1 free deal and then free installation. Yeah, they're making.
And Windows like that.
Where's Robert? Where's Robert?
He
Went that way.
he just walked out. I think it's raining on his bumper.
Okay, well, Robert knows why we need to redo all the windows, and we do it ourselves. It's not that much money. It won't even cost the money that is on the reserves.
Come on now, who else does that mean? We can't hear him
Oh,
speaking.
Linda and Ed.
Who was it,
Linda
Ed?
Weiner and Ed Trask
And Ed, or Trask, okay.
and Emily.
And Emily, okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
So, HVAC on there for $10,000. So
And that's for where? The clubhouse?
it just says HVAC. I have no clue.
It's for the old HVAC and the inside HVAC in the clubhouse.
Yeah. I remember that.
Okay.
It must be the library area HVAC, right? Because the one in the bingo is not
Yeah.
that.
No, it's the one in the closet that keeps breaking down in the bingo hall.
Well, the one that does the bills.
Oh, okay.
See, this is something that should. Which will probably end up doing another reserve study for 2026 because just times have changed, things changed, and things need to be done sooner than later. Unfortunately,
And we probably need to schedule soon this the insurance appraisal.
But you have a couple of years to get done.
yeah, we got 3 years, but we need to hurry up. and get done.
You should have one every 3.
Yeah.
When was our last one done?
When Hoffman's friend done it. I don't remember what year that was.
Did they do it? I don't know, let's do.
Yeah. Well, it was someone he knew.
Did it. Not
That's who
mine.
did it?
Yeah, it was someone he, I don't remember what year it was. Robert might remember, maybe not. I don't know.
I'll try to look.
When our last appraisal was
It was 2024.
24.
Oh,
Oh, that's good.
Oh, yeah, so,
we have.
yeah, we should get it
Okay,
done this
I
year.
thought it was- thought it was years ago.
Every 2 years, you said?
3 years.
Every 3.
That's a new legal update.
That change, that legal update takes effect this year,
July.
so you have.
No,
3 years.
July of 2025.
Right, so you got 3 years from then.
Yeah. Yes.
So why do it right away?
I would think that's a lot.
Put it off. You're gonna have to do it again.
And that's, the purpose was the condos, the big
Right,
sky rises were underinsured. And so, which we're definitely not underinsured. I made sure of that.
I'd do it, I'd push it out as far as you can, because then you can do it 3 years from then again.
Right.
So it saves you money instead of doing it right way and then doing it
Yeah.
right away.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stretch that out.
Which their insurance company comes and inspects everything.
Yeah.
Once, they did twice this year. 2 different people. One guy was the stickler.
Like 4-point inspection.
More than 4 point.
Well, that's what they call it. I don't know how they call it.
Yeah,
It's more than 4 stuff, but that's what they call
it was a lot of points.
Basically, why we don't have to insure it.
it. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Yep.
Or why we can charge you.
yeah, the tree above the office was one of the things that luckily I had it on the Maintain X app and I already had printed it off. And so it was already on a task list for maintenance to do, which maintenance could do it, had to be electrical anyway. But that saved us because he was like, since you got that, I'm just gonna go ahead and write it off.
Yeah, you called them on that, didn't you, Darcy? Didn't you call them on
Yeah.
the company? Get that done, that tree, get that.
Oh,
tree
yeah,
done?
yeah. I bugged him, yeah.
Yeah.
Several times.
I did also. But yeah, that was one of the things that he did not like. All right. Do we get to update office employee contract? Or is that still?
No, we don't we need to do
Okay.
something.
Well, I did that one, and then You said,
I don't know if they know.
only like 16 pages.
We need to decide what we're gonna do.
So we need to get involved with that. Storage contract, 2026. All right.
Yeah, who got this, contract together, by the way? This,
Oh,
proposal.
okay.
How
Yeah.
come I wasn't called about this? I'm kind of in charge
Well,
of the
that's just a
storage unit.
proposal, that's it.
I know, but I was not involved in any of this
This is
at all.
first step. First step.
Yeah, that's just the first step, and we said in the meeting, go ahead and look through and write notes,
Yeah, it was on,
like weeks ago.
yes.
But you guys
It was
must have got
never sent
together.
out.
No, we didn't get together and do this. I did mine separately. He did his separately. And then today we were both here together, so he typed it up. That was all it was. It was not like.
So it's still up for debate.
We're not proposing it, we're not voting on it.
No, it's
This
just,
is just like, this was on the list to
Yeah.
discuss today, and that's what we're doing.
Cool.
You really need to try to send that out sooner though, like to get it 3 hours before a meeting. Like,
Yeah, that,
Well, it wasn't intended, like you said,
no,
intention was that everybody was gonna come with their proposal, with their suggestions.
this was weeks ago.
We just happened to be here and did it. So it wasn't
I mean, I have mine right here. It's got written all over it from weeks ago. I mean, and then Emily has hers written on it from weeks ago. So, I mean, this
It's
was
okay.
in the meeting.
We just I didn't understand until I knew what was coming up by looking at the email. So I apologize for thinking bad thoughts.
It's all right.
yeah, I guess just be a little more clear in your communication. If that's what you want people to do, then you need to say that.
Well, I did say that.
it was
No,
clearly stated-
normally we would send a draft out to everybody well before a meeting and then have everybody look at it, give inputs in the
It's
same
not a
draft.
It's not a draft. It's our suggestions.
I mean, there's
So
stuff-
I mean, we shouldn't,
okay,
I mean,
what
we
I
shouldn't have sent it out, is what I shouldn't have done.
mainly what I put in here is what we proposed probably almost a month ago, if not longer. Storage container.
Jake,
we talked about it, yeah, we did talk about that.
yeah,
And
we did talk, and I appreciate the fact that someone finally put something on paper so that we could start talking about it. I think that's awesome. Thank you. I looked through it and I saw where you cross things out and put red things in as new things. The number one thing that I thought of was when you look at the problem, the statements, it says number one, and then it's E. And it says that the owner or renter is the leasee, and the leasee cannot sublet or anything else to somebody else. So if we have that the way that it's stated, then there shouldn't be any time that someone not in the park is using any storage spot. Am I making that clear in my head from the way that's stated?
Come again? Say that again.
Okay, so it says that
What
no,
number?
it's E, number one, E.
Oh.
What basically the way I read it is that the
Okay.
owner or the renter cannot
Licensees
sublet it out.
License-
So the only people who can have something in the storage lot would have to be somebody that's either a member of the park or a resident of the park.
Yeah.
Is it meant to stop somebody from another person in the park getting someone else's lot for
Yeah.
free?
Yeah, ain't nobody can use that lot except the person who owns a home or his renter.
Okay,
That's the actual home in Camp-A-Wyle.
All right, cool. I just want to make sure that's what I heard in my
That's in
head.
the existing contract. It's not
Yeah.
changed.
Yeah, that
That
was,
hasn't been
that's
changed.
been changed.
Yep.
on that.
Awesome. That's great. I just wanted to verify that.
Yeah.
The second thing that I saw that was concerning me a little bit was number 8C. It's all in red. I think you might want to check the wording on it because it
What
doesn't make
page is it? Page number?
8C as in
Oh,
cat.
okay. Okay, abandonment.
Well, the wording just didn't sound right in my head. So I thought, well,
Okay,
wording.
well, this is just, like I said, this has to go through more processes before. This is just a general write-up.
You want to have this done by when? I mean,
I don't know. I mean, that's, we have to
Have it
discuss
done
it
by
all
January.
and have a meeting.
Well, it should have
This
been
is,
2 months.
I know it, but
But we can't go back in time. It's like the budget. We can't
I know,
go
but
back in time.
there's a deadline to this. We want to have it replaced by what?
well,
So they can
it's gonna
sign
be-
it by a certain time.
It's gonna be in place when it's in place.
So it might not be in January, you're saying.
well,
Okay, 'cause
no.
it's
late.
got things in
But-
paperwork. Then the last thing that
But yeah, this one is if we end up letting 20-foot storage containers, which they'll be limited to a light beige color and not rusted. 20-foot container. Okay, yeah, I see what you mean. It's pretty much,
it missed it like S's or something like that. I couldn't remember.
yeah,
Number 10, it says, according to rule number 23 in our rules and regulation, my recommendation is post rule number 23 right there under that statement so that people don't have to go searching for a rule number 23 somewhere else. It's right here.
Have it on there.
yeah. that
No,
makes sense.
there's a reason. There's a reason for that, and it's because if we want to change Rule 23 in the middle of the year, then it won't match the contract. So you don't want to actually put the wording of Rule 23 in there. You just refer to Rule 23.
All right. Or put it on a separate page.
Okay, let's go back. Is that all you wanted, Tom?
Well, the only thing that I wanted to make sure is that do we have the cost of anything that's being removed from the park because either people have not paid, they don't live anymore or whatever, and we have somebody who's got something in there in that storage area.
We don't have cost.
Who has to cover the cost of removing said
Owner.
item from the storage lot?
The
The
owner
renter.
cost, the owner pays for it.
Owner
We don't
slash renter, okay. Then the same thing is then who is going to move a storage container so that vermin or groundskeepers can come in and take care of things if there's a container that can't get moved.
This is
How-
one of, this is one of the stipulations that we would have to have in place if we do allow. Is
That's
if
good.
a resident or tenant purchases a storage container and leaves it in the storage lot, after they vacate Camp-A-Wyle, they have 30 days to remove the storage container. If it's not removed within 30 days, then it belongs to Camp-A-Wyle. Then Camp-A-Wyle can run it out.
Yeah, but here's the problem. What if it's in bad condition? It's kind of like he mentioned.
We're not gonna
too.
allow them in bad condition. That's the thing.
If it's in bad condition while they're here and they don't take care of it, and you give them fines and they don't care because you're gonna give them fines,
Yeah.
and then they're gonna leave it in there, it's gonna have holes in it, it's gonna have rats in it, and then they're gonna leave, you have nothing in this contract how you're gonna do to get rid of it. Because those storage containers, they take a truck, a big truck to move them.
No,
Yeah, they do.
they take a land off. I used to haul
I know.
them.
But
I
it's
used to
not,
haul. Okay. You can have an F-350 pull them in. They're 20-foot Connex boxes, they're not 40-foot.
what do you load it on?
We're gonna limit to 20-foot. That's it. We're not going anything over. If you're gonna be limited to
With what? The whole,
F-350, you can do like the same
It's got a lift.
truck as her husband has.
Yeah, but it's gotta have the part that lifts that thing and the flatbed
The
that
land
lifts
off
it.
trade.
Right, and
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. So it costs more. Those are expensive.
but the companies that sell them deliver them. But anyways,
They do.
there's
You
gonna
pay
be
for it.
stipulations. They're gonna have to be pre-approved by the board. They're not gonna be all different colors. They're gonna have to be all the same color. They're gonna have to be in good shape,
How you,
no rust.
how you gonna pre-approve it? What's your process?
I guess with pictures.
I mean, I think before you put it in there, you really have to think it out because you're opening a big problem. Because it's not like just towing a trailer that's a piece of junk in there. I think, if you'd have to have them submit
The tow
pictures, all
truck can
four
fix this
sides,
thing, literally.
like all, no, well, no, let me say, all four sides, top, make sure there's no holes, you just have rust, that's a pretty arbitrary. But, and then when they bring it in here, schedule it to come in when you can inspect it. Because once it gets in that lot, you're gonna have a hard time getting the piece of junk out. And people have done it, they do it all the time. You know how many people just take stuff in that lot? And they did it this year with keys, because they got a key and they take a piece of junk in there and never get it approved. And you're gonna end up with you're gonna make a junkyard.
I'm not gonna make a junkyard,
I mean, that's the problem you face. I think if you're gonna allow those, man, you gotta be really careful on what you're gonna do
Why
to
can't you stipulate the age?
You can.
They don't care.
age of it, make sure there's no holes. I mean,
Well, it has to be inspected before it gets in there.
yeah, but how are you gonna enforce that? You say it inspected, but I'm telling you, people drive stuff in here and put it in the storage lot all the time. They put stuff in that storage lot all the time. Look at how we've had,
There's already means for people that are infractions on the problems to go on in there to get rid of it. Has to be removed at your cost, or
Right.
we'll do it in charge.
and that's what you're gonna have, I mean, if whatever you do and add in here, you better add it.
Yep.
So you're real clear on it, because
Well, I'm gonna
you're
tell you,
opening a huge can of
a
worms with that.
20-foot container, shipping container, the reel or rollback to pick the thing up.
What's a rollback?
Yes, a rollback can pick that up, but you know how much that costs
Well, rollback?
for somebody to bring one in? They-
Never bought one.
They'll use those,
Right. Still get paid.
right, they'll have trash compactors.
So-
What'd you get paid?
I'm not gonna disclose
Have we
something.
checked with the towing company that we currently use that they can also accommodate the storage units? Because as long as they can accommodate also towing those out,
Yeah,
we would be okay.
that towing company hauls big rigs, so yes, they can haul any.
I know, but I mean, have you specifically asked them, would you be willing to accommodate this in our current agreement?
No,
You need to.
not yet.
Well, yeah,
may
if
not
you
have-
can get an answer on that, that would be helpful.
They may not have a rollback rig because they don't normally do that.
Well, it's not even that. It's also like if they have a place where they store it, because
They're heavy.
when they're towing stuff for us, they're counting on the owner to come get their stuff and pay because they do it. That's what our agreement is.
That's how they get the money.
They can sell that storage container box way quicker than they can sell RV with no license, no title.
I know that. I'm just saying, just go ahead and please ask them. And if they say yes, then I think that would answer a lot of questions.
We're just trying to point some things out for you to think about this.
Well, I am thinking about it. I mean, I'm not bored yesterday.
And I mean, if we have a storage
Well,
lot, or
I
we're
don't
running
think
the
it's a good
storage
idea.
unit here.
Like,
I mean, that's what
my
that's gonna
opinion.
become, storage. Is that what you
Opening a big
wanted?
can of worms that we don't need to open.
You can't,
It's a storage lot.
yeah, but it's not a storage unit. Business.
You take a
I have two
formal
different-
vote on whether the board is even open to this.
No, no.
Yeah.
Really no point.
Can I give my one feedback so I can sign off?
Yeah.
My one thing is I do not agree with no boat registration because Florida state law requires boats to be registered. My thing that I'm willing to, because it is such a freaking pain in the ass on registrations,
They all were-
is that we do put in there that if someone's purchasing a new vehicle or a new boat that they want to store in the storage lot, that we give them the 30 days that Florida law allows them to get the registration. So like we give them the 30-day window, but Florida law requires boats to be registered. So I don't know why we would take that out of the contract.
Only has to be registered if it's on the water.
All,
If it's
all
wet?
states have a water registry.
Yeah, if you read that, it's all highway vehicles that are on highway use have to be registered within 30 days.
Right, but why would somebody have a boat if they're not going to use it? So basically, we would have somebody storing a boat ad nauseum like they would an unregistered or inoperable vehicle that they can't use. Like why would we allow people to have boats that they technically can't do anything with? It's the same as having an inoperable vehicle or an unregistered vehicle. They can't take that on the road either.
Your point's been taken.
You need you need to have some registry on there so you know whether that person owns it, because otherwise somebody could put something in there. My friend down here would love it if I would let them put their boat in my spot, because then they wouldn't have to pay $150. And I could just put their boat in
You
there.
would have to have the registered trailer in your name.
But I can do that. I could register the trailer and she'll pay me $100.
So we will just go ahead and just give all this to you guys and let you guys deal with it and be done.
Well,
Well, no.
the point was,
It's the board-
for
I mean,
this,
that's how it
it's
was
the
done before.
board decision, not one person is what we need to do here.
for this meeting, if all the board members were supposed to go through the thing and have any suggestions they wanted. That's what,
Well, that's what we.
That's what we're doing.
yeah.
We're having a conversation.
Like, Jake and
I got a couple other questions too. I mean, before we sign off on this, is why I noticed there's vote was taken out. Why?
Well, that's what she's talking about.
Yeah. Why was that taken off?
That's what she's talking about. and
Yeah.
that's-
Oh, is that the same thing? Yeah, sorry.
Because they don't think
Yeah, but why though? I mean, what,
anything on the trailer should have to be,
registered?
why? Because you can put anything on a trailer. And we're picking out boats is the one that we have to.
No, because
Have on
they
there.
go to jet skis. They have to be registered.
That's
They're-
Okay, what if the jet ski's in a trailer? Okay, for
If they're-
example.
we can't
prime-
control what is in the trailer.
Prime example.
Because we
Okay,
don't
there's a
know
guy
what's in
that
those
parked his, he
trailers.
rented a campsite. He had a big trailer there. You remember that big, beautiful, brand new, nice trailer that was sitting up there like
The
the
big hopping.
third one a few months
The
back?
biggest trailer in the world.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you couldn't miss it.
A trailer?
No,
Well, he had a boat in that thing.
F
But you can't see it. You can't see it in there.
I don't know what you.
That's the same reason you're saying you don't care what people keep in an enclosed trailer.
We don't know what people do. And it's,
But ordinarily, people aren't putting boats in. I mean, that's kind of rare. You know,
Jake, may I ask you something? If you're regarding the container, I buy a container, I have it in there, I rent. Now I sell my stuff. I sell my own, I'm not gonna be here. And then I decide, well, I'm not even gonna worry about the container, I'm just gonna leave it. That's another situation. Think about it.
That's what would be, that would become the property.
if it's in good shape, that.
Then Camp-A-Wyle, well, that's all we're gonna let in here is good shape. I'm not gonna let junk in there.
But if it eventually gets in bad shape, and that's the problem.
I'm not
Eventually,
concerned
those
about
do
whether
get.
it's in bad shape or not. I'm saying when it's there and it is
So to
in bad
speak,
shape, you can't stop.
you're not gonna let people in there?
Yeah, but there was a clause in here that
They don't
said
need
not
it in there.
inoperable and no
They're old.
holes in it. You crossed all that out,
well, the whole of it is a little
Not
ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
but it's junk. Those parts of the rules were
What
all
you
about.
consider junk, what someone else considers junk, is just a lost it.
Just because you got a hole in a
Think
vehicle.
about it.
But all that whole thing about being.
Okay, I'm gonna put something in there, you consider junk, and I'll take you to court and then see who wins.
Well, by saying that it has no holes and it's inoperable, you
It's not enough.
don't have to even.
Because it
argue
has
that.
holes in it doesn't mean it's inoperable. That's what it said.
It didn't say that. I didn't say
Yeah,
that. It
it
said
did say that.
inoperable and holes.
What's the
And-
definition of that?
It can't be moved. It's right in the contract. But y'all struck all that off.
Add motor.
Yeah, but now we're talking about vehicles. He's talking about vehicles. Yeah, we're talking about vehicles.
Pay
Yeah.
attention here.
Uh-huh.
Pay attention.
You gotta keep up. But you struck all that out.
Leave it.
So now the whole thing, the reason they had, like, years ago, we had a truck out there. It was literally up to its axle in the stand.
One operable vehicle will be stored in storage lot. An operable refers to any vehicle that cannot be moved under its own power. All vehicles will be maintained in good repair. For example, tires will be inflated, windows will be intact with no visible cracks and shall not have visible rust or unrepaired hole.
Where are you talking, Kristen?
What section are you
He's,
reading from?
he's reading. the-
Reading off the
it's just-
From the contract?
Yeah.
And what number?
section?
Number 1, C3.
Right, and you had a line through it. Didn't you have a line
Yes.
through it?
Because,
To get rid of it.
To get rid of the visible crack
I
and
mean, that's a
visible
ridiculous,
rust, unrepaired hole.
I mean,
Why?
any rust, that means you could go out there and you find any rust on anything, and we can make them leave. That's what you're saying.
You tell, okay, if someone pulls down, coming, just moved here, they're coming down in an RV, they get to Wiki-Wacha High School, big rig pulls out from, boom, there goes my windshield. You just threw a rock on my windshield. All right, I just spent all this money buying this house, I spent all this money moving here. I don't have $1,000 to replace my windshield. I don't know how long it's gonna take. You're telling me you're gonna make not leave because I got a cracked windshield?
Or they park them at their house and get the windshield repaired.
If they don't have $1,000 to fix it.
No,
They can't drive it.
Sure, it's
That's a
okay
cracked
for-
windshield.
Of course you can
Yeah.
drive with a cracked windshield.
You just said they got hit by a big rig. I don't think they have a little tiny crack on it.
Well, any
Big
rock.
rigs throw rocks up all the time.
They got
My
hit.
insurance paid for my windshield.
Like, wow, hit by a big rig. I don't think we
Two lights, no lights, no front lights on. It's registered. They only want it
Yeah,
during,
Florida
they only want it during the day. What
I
are you gonna
think-
do about that?
I
It
think,
it is in here, and it's in the park
we don't.
with no front lights. They used to be, I don't know, stupid. But that was there. I mean,
Oh, in the one.
no, in a house.
Did they drive?
Yeah.
In the
I mean,
daytime.
so, and he didn't have it illegally because he drove it during the day.
Yeah, she said she would. That's why she wanted to make a home.
Do you want to ask your question before you go, or anything? About the.
Oh,
take the stuff before you-
somebody asked me about the truck on Cooper, the truck with a camera.
oh, yeah.
Yes,
I heard.
I don't know whether it's legal or not,
took
but
a long time for that to come up.
It took longer than I expected.
Took a long time.
well, they asked me, and I wasn't put down here complaining because it doesn't bother my interest at
Well,
all.
someone else complained, I'm not talking about you complaining, someone did complain.
How did it?
I mean, I have no clue what we do.
So
I
is
mean,
it a truck?
They,
Or is
No,
it-
he used the truck as his everyday vehicle. I mean, he was literally using it.
yeah, that
Okay,
truck has
but
been
then he
there
thought-
for months.
It's a camper
Okay,
top
but there's
for it.
people from
The
what
thing that got me, and
That's a very gray area.
yeah, but the thing that gets me, the only thing that gets me is that I was told, I don't know, I didn't look yet. I was told there's water and electricity.
There was water, electric only last night. I looked
So-
at it.
Well,
well, somebody,
you tend
was
to, you
water.
tend to help electricians
Well-
to do stuff, so that's,
Or keep your battery charged, but it did have water.
it was in
Well, this
the
is a camper
I
top.
mean,
Yeah, it's a camper. It's a truck camper, huh?
it's never
Battery.
come up before.
Yeah, I have no.
All I
clue.
know is that he had that truck there for months.
Yeah.
There was nothing wrong with it. Now he puts a camper on there, so now what do we do? I have no clue.
Well, I don't, does he have gas with me?
I hope not.
I mean, if somebody's
it's hooked
living
up
in
to
it,
water.
that's obviously a.
I don't think living it, but maybe sleeping.
Maybe
Well,
he's got
that's-
visitors.
if
Yeah,
somebody-
maybe he had visitors call out.
Yeah.
Maybe he's been good at that.
But I know that in the past, if something like that setup is in somebody's driveway for over 4 days, whatever it is, yeah, they make an issue.
And you can't let somebody in there. I mean, at one time, Angela left back right after she pastor family was there, had a trailer behind it.
Yeah.
They had a funeral, and they came up here and they asked for permission from the office
Um,
to park it there, and they let people stay, and because he was
I couldn't.
dead, I mean, they let it happen over like 2
Well,
days,
then
but,
they take consideration of the church.
but that's what they think.
I couldn't give these people an answer, so that's why I asked you. I think that's what-
It's the long-term storage now. What does that mean, long-term storage? Does that mean 30 days, 6 months?
Let's go back to,
You know, is that,
what are we gonna do about that? I mean, I have no clue. I mean, like I said, it was legal, now he puts the camper on the back of it, and
I mean, I don't really know what to do.
as far as I know,
I mean,
it's never happened.
if he's gonna keep
I mean,
electricity
It
on.
is technically a camper,
You can't,
So-
So then he's not driving.
But if he's gonna be driving a truck around, then. Yeah.
And he's got the legs down. I mean, he's not
I
driving.
don't
The
think
legs
it's moved.
Does he have to?
I don't think it's
on
legal.
the camper has
Okay.
legs. I think
I
the
guess-
legs are down. I think I took a picture.
I mean,
I might have took a picture of it.
No, it's got legs.
But I think the legs are down. You can't drive it when the legs,
no.
you have to put them. I have never.
Don't know.
I was just gonna ask, what can we do to make sure that the,
Legs are down.
one of the, containers doesn't become somebody's shack?
Well, there's no electricity or water.
No.
People live.
That doesn't stop people from using it as a shack.
People do live in them. They make containers out of them.
And that's
But
fine,
not
but it wasn't,
when they have to
it wasn't in
take-
homes.
Huh?
They have to have water, they have shippers, they
Well, I
have-
know, but you had somebody who had an electric line and a
Well,
water
what's the
line running.
difference if someone
through
has an
the
RV in there?
They did do it.
Or a camper, true. Or someone staying in my boat and ruining it.
Well, they ran them
I
out.
mean, there's really no difference.
You're not allowed to.
Okay, just question,
You're
that's
not
all.
allowed to do it. It's against the law. The county.
Well,
I'm
there's
sure you
no
guys have thought about it.
camper, road camp. They had no one bedroom home here, and they wanted somebody to visit them. And they said, well, you go out there and sleep in it for the 3 days you're gonna be here, they would do it.
Yeah, people do.
I would think they would.
Yeah.
We had somebody that had water and electric running.
What, out there, you know?
I mean,
Someone sleeping, literally, who goes home? Just when I was out on the road, someone was sleeping in my boat. They blew up my emergency raft. They got in my water. They always kept water. Oh, yeah. They ruined that. Yeah. Yeah. Stole my tackle.
I'm talking about, these were people that,
He's talking about owners.
I'm talking about owners.
Yeah.
that would want something. They had a fairly decent motorhome, like Roberts or like this. They would
I mean, this time of year, it's easy to live. I mean,
Well, you
you don't need any help, heat or
Yeah.
nothing.
But I think this guy just got the truck with the camper. He's, I don't know what kind of guy he is, but he's probably just giving it to somebody that he's got relatives that are visiting. And that's what he's using for an extra bedroom. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, Darcy, you want to
Why
read
don't-
the,
why don't we? Let's not get off on this.
Once you.
Why don't we tell him that he cannot have water and electricity hooked up to it?
Instead of like going,
Set up like it could be used.
yeah, I mean, that would be my
Because-
suggestion.
Because essentially, that's making it into a living unit.
with the legs
Versus the
down, he's
pickup
making
truck.
it.
What's
into
your
a
thought,
camper.
Tom?
Sorry?
So what's your thought on it?
I just wanted to make sure that they can't have the opportunity to move in, even if it's just to sleep at night. You know, and what stops something from I don't know, how tall is one of these things? Because could they have solar panels on top and we'd never know it?
That goes along with the same
that's
idea as people.
My way of thinking, that's not the issue. I just don't want somebody, I don't want somebody being able to,
Container or the truck?
Yeah.
think
I don't want someone to be there to go ahead and make it
No,
worse
it's
for us in a situation of vagrancy. I don't think we should have a calling card for that. That's my concern.
So-
The other thing I think of is that if you see a bunch of containers in a lot near the entrance, the rest of the trip into it, whatever it is that you're looking at, those containers are the first thing that you see. I agree with the idea of having them painted so that they look neat and they're ready to go. The idea of holes, there shouldn't be a hole anywhere in that thing anyhow. The fact that someone put some holes in there tells me that somebody was doing something possibly inappropriate use of that container at one time in its history. But there shouldn't be a hole anywhere in it.
Yeah. All right.
Can I suggest regarding the camper? We should send them a letter explaining about can't have a second living unit. And we would consider water and electricity hooked up. To be converted
There
into-
should be a need for the electric though.
When he's not driving it, it's got the legs down.
No, and that's the other thing.
You
It's
can't
set up
drive,
for-
it's that,
And how are they getting around?
They got a car.
Oh,
Well,
It's not their
people
only
live
business.
well, that was there. I guess they got it. Okay. Robert, I didn't know they got it.
The Camp-A-Wyle has a reason, I mean, has a rule that says you can't make a bedroom out of a shed. A lot of people try to.
Well,
Yeah.
county has to.
Well, I'm just saying, isn't this sort of the same thing? You can't have an extra outside building for a bedroom.
Camp-A-Wyle rules thing
Yeah,
too,
but-
you can only have
yeah,
one.
but that,
living there.
the rule doesn't say I can't have a bed in my shed. It says I can't have somebody actually use it. instead.
Or living.
Yeah, or living in it, yeah, residing in it, whatever.
Let's just go through an initial contact. with
Yeah.
them, explaining you can't have a second living unit.
Maybe he doesn't. Let him know. Put him on.
I'm beginning to-
Oh, he knows.
The only other thing that I was thinking
Yeah.
of,
Linda, do you know the address?
The reason I know is that I know somebody.
It's the Cougar, he's running for the board. that guy.
Which
Yeah,
one?
it's got the-
Swan, yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's the guy that set the truck.
Yeah.
Runs for the board.
I think there's some. I think they.
The lights are down. I can guarantee it.
They are down.
I
We have
I
a
think,
picture.
I think can we put this until next week, Monday, to go ahead and continue to talk on it? I do know that Darcy's correct that we said that the contracts are null and void come the end of the month, 31. And that means that a new contract has to be available before that, the 14th, for them to have signed.
Well, next week I'm not gonna be here, so I
Okay.
suggest we skip next week's meeting and resume with the following.
How long has it been?
Been there a month.
I never really looked at it.
Been there since I.
Uh,
but I was just put some down.
I have a procedure I have to do.
Before Thanksgiving.
I think this has been a really good conversation that we've had, but it's hard to do.
I guess.
Yeah, I'll give it a few more weeks if everybody has their notes or whatever. I mean. That's,
And we should have then some sort of a little thing to stated by Emily to the renters. The contract's still good through the next contract that comes up.
For December, I mean, January.
January 15th. is the-
You make it to the end, July, or January 30th.
Yearly.
July,
So it's
January
25
30th, Emily,
I think you should.
nobody was.
Oh, somebody told me
no, I was looking at the calendar.
Yeah, if you make it January 30th, you got that time.
Probably should
they-
change the locks on them. Yeah.
I think you should, yeah. I think it's a great idea before.
I
You
think
got my
we
vote
can,
on that.
we can literally do whatever we want.
That'd be good.
Cause there's a lot of people that moved on and didn't give us key back.
Right.
Never ending.
Where those keys are plugged.
And we'll make a whole new set of keys.
That's it, and
versus
that's
the
a good
old
way to
one.
get them to sign their contract, and if they got any, you
Yeah,
know,
'cause they can't
fire
get their
stuff to bring it in and update it.
I want to, get your new keys. I mean, new lock, new key.
No, we're
We had
trying
a
to
new
call.
lock every January. You see what I'm saying?
Well,
You need a whole new set.
We do our keys ourselves now, so it's.
in the past, there were two sets of keys. Two different locks, so they just go back and forth. But since we cut the keys now, we can do them ourselves. They cost, the blank is 50 cents or 60.
Well, I'm just
So
saying,
there's-
if every year you change the law to one,
Yes.
and you issue new keys every year,
That's what,
they have to. do.
That's what we just did,
that's what we're.
that's what we just did.
I paid attention.
We just talked about that.
That's what we're gonna do.
That's the way we can get them in to sign a contract and update
I'm
their
glad.
name registration. I'm gonna come over and talk to you later, Ed.
To put past in for the maintenance. Do a new key.
For me?
Have to put in text.
Where's the time?
How many stores?
All the names on the
do we have?
Sorry. I just step out a second.
They're all on.
Huh?
Ones that we have so far.
Alright, one more thing. You wanna read through these minutes and you can approve them? From
Who, me?
the budget, yep,
Oh,
we got two of them to
directors,
do.
okay, Board of Directors meeting, called to order at 10:30. This is on December 20th. 2025, roll call of board, President Jake McLaughlin, President, Robert Brady, Vice President, Darcy Webber at large, Tom Tivnan, Treasurer, Darcy St. John, Secretary. Quorum met. Notice requirement affidavit shown to membership. Motion was made by Jake to approve the budget. Motion made by Darcy Webber, seconded by Tom Tivnan. Questions were made by membership to board. Motion was passed unanimously by the board to approve the budget. Motion made by Jake to adjourn meeting. Motion made by Darcy St. John, second by Robert Brady. Meeting adjourned at 11:15 a.m. Transcribed by Darcy St. John, signed by Jake McLaughlin, President.
Alright, anybody make a motion, to pass the minutes?
I move that we accept the minutes as read.
Yes, sir.
Second,
Okay,
All in
He's
favor?
in favor.
Aye.
No, okay, we got one more. There was two meetings, so.
This is the membership meeting for December 20th, budget membership meeting. Meeting was called to order at 10:15 by President Jake McLaughlin, the Pledge of Allegiance. Agenda to vote on annual budget proposal. Election committee counted Zoom in person and proxy for quorum. Quorum was not met. 69 total votes were cast from proxy and in person. Meeting adjourned at 10:25 a.m. Transcribed by Darcy St. John, signed by Jacob McLaughlin, President.
I move that we accept the minutes as read.
Okay,
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Alright,
hey, can I bring
Yes,
something up before you adjourn?
Nays.
yeah,
So we're coming up on the New Year's.
Yep.
Fireworks. I have a concern. I want to bring it up. It's been a concern before. We are currently under a major burn ban.
yeah, we've
This
been,
county, yeah, citrus. It has been a problem in the past with people shooting fireworks. And I would like if the board would be proactive this year and would actually go out and know what's going on, because in the past, so obviously it has nothing to do with you. You weren't on the board then. In the past, boards just said, oh, well, we didn't know. Well, I'm letting you know, there's been people shooting fireworks and they habitually do it on the holiday. And in my area, they've done it and we've had fireworks on my roof, fireworks hit my truck. I know somebody had fireworks literally go underneath their vehicle, and how they did not detonate that vehicle, I have no idea. But I would ask that the board remind people, maybe send an email, but that that you have board members that are proactive and that are out there and stop it. Because
No, okay.
I'm gonna
Well,
tell
I
you, if
can't-
my house gets burnt
I
down,
can't guarantee I can dedicate
He didn't do fire.
100% of my time to go out there and direct them.
Well,
Because
well, if he's doing
my
fire,
day situation.
we got,
So,
you need to run for both.
I'm just saying, it's been the policy of the board in the past to stick their head in the sand and say, oh, well, we have a rule, we're not gonna enforce it.
try to be out there.
It's,
To
it's,
a certain amount.
I mean,
It's a
people are
problem.
talking at once.
It's been a problem.
When the sun goes down, I don't know.
shelter in the storage line.
Something-
Well, then designate people or do
Something-
what you need to
Something
do.
going on here.
You got.
Okay, but I mean, what I'm just letting you know,
But I'll
whatever you have to do.
I'll try my hardest to stay
Just because you're on the board doesn't mean.
alert.
Or you got other people, designate other
The
people.
rule is,
Yeah.
And
I'm
have-
only gonna.
But you need to have a procedure, like if you designate somebody else to go look and then they call you and let you know, hey, they're doing fireworks over in this area. But in the past, what's happened is the board has just turned a blind eye and said, oh, well,
Yeah.
well, I'm just, I'm not, it's not.
I'm not
If it-
worried.
Well,
If we-
hopefully the weather will keep
Oh, I'm
everybody
sorry.
in.
I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna be up.
Well, somebody needs to, you need to stop saying, I don't care, because that's
Oh, I
what's going
definitely
on.
care, because I don't want them to do it. It's too close.
If
It's houses are too close. It's
we
too
have a
dry.
rule,
Drives my dogs
I mean,
crazy.
isn't it also a Hernando County, can people call the police? Because isn't it also a Hernando
no,
County?
because it's not illegal on that date to do fireworks.
Okay.
But
But it's illegal to do fireworks in here and the houses are too close. and I'm-
And we don't have fire hydrants.
No, they don't.
That goes on, that
Nothing was
These are
done.
all
Oh, you
homes.
give them a letter, don't do it again. They already
they
did.
don't have the authority to go get it. The police, if the police guys told me at a meeting here, you don't have the authority. And we don't either, actually, because we can't come in here because it's a private company, private area.
The board can tell people, hey, stop, you know, it's against
It's in
the
our
rules.
rules, yeah.
It's
in our
a
rules.
strict,
You're
It's
expecting
in
your
the
board to
rules.
be up at midnight to do that. So that's what I'm saying.
yep, I am,
Okay, I'm just saying.
because
And I'm
it's a
telling you,
threat, it's a
There's zero
danger,
chance. I'm
Well,
sorry.
it's a danger, it's a
If
danger.
somebody,
You can-
if somebody
You
sees
can
it.
go to
call
every
you.
meeting and tell everybody that I refuse to be up at midnight and chase fireworks. I have no problem with being
Yeah,
shamed by that. 'Cause
I'm just
I
saying.
understand.
I'm
I
just
go to
saying
bed at
that it takes.
friggin' o'clock. I'm sorry.
There's no way.
I'm not gonna be up 4 hours more for what the yahoos. out
Nobody
there-
drives far.
Chief himself went up and said, shut them down. He said, "Go
They
fuck
would.
yourself. I'm gonna.
They would shut
And
it
he
down.
couldn't do a thing about it.
People would stop, it's because nobody does.
I don't think you're right. If you're wrong, if people are, if they're intent on having the fireworks, they're gonna play. What are you gonna do about it? Nothing.
I don't accept that.
Well, you don't.
Because the thing is, if they catch it on fire and all the houses are on fire, I'm gonna tell you straight up. If I lose my house, oh, I'm suing somebody, and I'm suing every person I can. Because
What are
it
you
shouldn't
gonna
happen.
think about? How about a citizen patrol that goes around?
We'll do that too. I don't care.
Well, volunteer.
I did crime watch here for years. I'm done doing stuff with him. You know, that's thankless. Nobody thanked me for that. Nobody cared about it. And then, no, I'm just saying, I need some assurance that the board's protecting my asset. That's what the board has a fiduciary duty. You have a duty. So I didn't expect it to get all this crazy, but I'm just telling you, if a board member, and I'm sorry, Robert, if you're telling me you're not gonna enforce that rule and protect the properties in here, if my house burns, I am literally suing you. And I'd be able to, because it's beyond neglect. Okay,
Did you do that when you were on the board?
I did.
Well, then good for you. Did
I
the other
did.
board members do it when you were on the board?
No, because they didn't do shit. And we all know that. There's a bunch of them who do nothing. You can't turn your eye to it. People knew that was going on and they don't do anything about it. That's wrong. At least you go down there, you're talking about going and telling this guy he's got his camper there. Then that's no different than going and saying to somebody, hey, you know that you can't do fireworks, it's against the rules.
Remember when
Robert, you can't do it.
we had Casey's house,
Right,
Was
on
it
the lake,
lake?
and it was off our grounds. That's why they did it.
I understand
They-
that.
Okay, but what if one of those fireworks went haywire or went into the community and burnt some stuff?
But they-
What if one of these?
Then they'd be like-
waters goes haywire coming here, because that's happened over by my house. And it.
They-
Where the White House was. Yeah, and,
Just,
yeah,
even if you put email, tell people, look at, we're
Oh,
gonna
I'll
be watching.
definitely put an email.
Let's do it,
absolutely,
and tell people, go to the beach and do your fireworks.
but I can't guarantee
You
you
can't
that
do it in these houses.
to be there
Oh, yeah.
out all
I know,
night.
but if they do it out,
I mean, I just,
I wouldn't even care if they went and they did it, in an area where it wasn't even close to houses. But literally fireworks, and it's happened numerous times, where fireworks are being set off amongst these houses. And I mean, when I have debris raining on my roof, and up my house can catch on fire. I am concerned. And hitting vehicles, I am concerned, because it's in the rules. And I mean, I expected.
I
to
just
stay-
think one thing that can be done is the community aware that they're not allowed. And if they
Don't
are,
turn a blind eye to it.
there's some rules.
well, I absolutely.
Maybe people, that like. and I don't
People know that.
like-
They know they can't do
You
it
know,
here, but
and
they
they-
do it anyway.
I mean, even if you go around and tell people, don't do it.
I
Right,
want to drive my dogs crazy.
well,
It really terrifies me.
Well, I mean, this Swan guy did a hell of a job. I mean, what was that? 4th of July. I mean, he could have been, I'm saying,
oh, you had fireworks there on 4th of July?
but they understand it, but.
I wasn't here, I wasn't here.
He
I
wasn't
mean,
here.
that's how many you let off, how much.
They were good at it. See?
I don't remember.
I wasn't here, so I didn't know.
No, but I mean, I didn't.
And see, that's a concern for you, because that's what you.
Well, I
think
didn't
he
know
was-
where they
yeah,
were coming from, and I couldn't see them from my house, so I
He was
wasn't.
talking about swimming.
Yeah. Swampy,
Was
they
it
did.
more?
Oh,
Well, then they-
how come I didn't notice that? I was only down the road.
You might have been thinking it's coming from the beach.
But comfortable?
Anyway, were we gonna
So-
finish the rest of this? We got updated office employee
We
contract
don't have it.
and approved meetings. What about October 30 meeting? We have to do that before election time, October 30th. There was a,
We did one, no.
where is it? Board meeting.
I think one of the things that we have to consider is that we do not have
This one.
fire extinct,
Already did that.
we do
We
not
did
have
this
fire
one?
plugs in our
We did.
park.
Okay, well then I'll take
That's
it.
right, you're right.
I put it on because I didn't think.
Yeah, no, we,
So I'll take
yeah,
it.
yeah, I don't think.
We have no hydrants to go ahead and put a fire out. And
You're
the
right.
garden hose is not going to do it. So
No,
it should be that everybody in our park recognizes we cannot put the fire out. And there's no way that they're going to come in and get it done because there's no fire hydrant for them to tap into. So please do not do it here. Go somewhere else where there's somebody who's going to be able to put the fire out.
and he's right, I mean, we don't have one. And if you're relying on a tanker, you're not gonna put your house out. Tanker is gonna put, that's not enough fire.
These things will go up in
You know,
Yeah.
half an hour.
That's the problem. Yeah, I'll go. for it.
It won't.
yeah, well, they'll all-
Fire won't put yours out in half an hour.
and they'll spread.
I did
You ever
something
see a mobile home
special.
burn
I did
down?
something special.
I have. They burn down like 10 minutes.
Your roof though, anything. I mean, they spread from house to house real quick.
And considering that there's a whole bunch of dead tree
Oh, did
limbs.
you see about tractor trailers at Raceway? 3 semi tractor trailers got burnt down. At the Raceway gas
Oh, yeah.
station. They were parked there, boom, 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 spread from one to the next.
Some probably coming there with hot breaks.
Over here on.
Okay.
So many.
So do we still have more to cover, Darcy?
Oh,
No,
you
we're
race
done.
track.
Okay.
Yeah, racetrack, yeah, Raceway, racetrack.
when you coming?
When am I coming?
Yeah.
New Year's Eve.
New Year's Day, I'll be arriving.
I'm not gonna be here,
No meeting.
Monday. I have a procedure.
No meeting
So-
next Monday?
We'll skip that one and then we'll do it.
That's the 5th.
on The,
Oh, did you guys want to talk about
12.
changing the meetings to every other week or?
well,
is that
we're just
still-
gonna stick with that year for now. Because there is kind of a lot of things going on right now.
Yeah. I think
When it slows down, maybe
Yeah, well,
after
Yeah.
After the
election.
election.
before we're doing that, and please, again, go through the contracts and add, remove, keep it the same, doesn't matter, so we can get it done and over with.
Sure.
Thank you.
But they used to float it out.
Yeah, and he had them.
All right, see you later.
All right, guys, take care.
Bye-bye.
Push it all the way out.
Happy